Hello friends. Okay, so in last lecture we saw the proof of theorems, that is RHS, right angle hypotenuse side, as well as we saw the proof of side. And as I told you that in next lecture we'll see two theorems uh, which we use throughout the proof of the previously proved theorems. So uh, the very first theorem among those two theorems is angle opposite to equal side of a triangle are equal. Okay, so according to sequence of the theorem, this will be considered as fifth theorem for this chapter. Okay, first theorem was side angle side. No, sorry, first theorem was angle side angle, then angle side, then side, then RHS, and now this is the theorem angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle angle. Okay, this is the theorem angle. Okay, I'm giving it sequence as well. This is fifth theorem angle opposite to angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Okay, that means we have a triangle in which two sides are equal. It means triangle is an isosceles triangle. It is given these two sides are equal. We have to prove that angle opposite to these two sides are equal. That means we have to prove angle B is equal to angle C. Now if you remember, in our first or second lecture of the triangles, we saw some terms like median, then angle bisector, altitude. Okay, so now here we have to prove angle B equal to angle C. So we use the congruency criteria to prove these two triangles are congruent. So first of all we need two triangles. Here you are able to see only one triangle. So now if I construct a median, that means if I draw AD such that BD equal to DC, or simply if I say draw the median of triangle ABC from vertex A, that means if I consider AD is a median, then BD and DC will be equal. Or in other words, in construction part I say join A with the midpoint of BC. Anyhow, if I make two triangles, now if it is possible to prove that these two triangles are congruent by CPCT, I can say that B will be equal to C. Okay, now see, it is given AB equal to AC, isn't it? It is given AB equal to AC, and as I told you that I am constructing median, or I am joining A with the midpoint of BC. That means BD equal to DC. So as BD equal to DC, so this is the second of the triangle which is equal, and here this AD is common in these two triangles, isn't it? AD is a part of triangle ABD as well as AD is a part of triangle ADC. So here we can say these two triangles are congruent by side. So triangles will be congruent, and by CPCT I can say angle B equal to angle C. So let us see its proof complete in the detail form. Given in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC, to prove angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, construction. Now construction over here. So there are so many ways to say that I draw median. So simply first construction I can say draw median of triangle ABC passing through O or from the vertex O, or say join midpoint of BC with A. Okay, so here I am writing construction. Draw median. Okay, I am intentionally writing this median because we should be aware about these words. We need to use these words again and again. So That's why I'm writing over here median. Otherwise I can also write that take a point D on BC such that BD equal to DC, join AD. That is also can be written in the construction part. So draw median from vertex A, or better, draw median AD from vertex A, from vertex A, that is BD is equal to DC, means BD is equal to DC. Okay, now we will see its proof. In triangle ABD, and triangle ACD and triangle ACD, AB is equal to AC. This is given, isn't it? BD is equal to DC. This is by construction. And AD is equal to AD. That is common. Therefore I can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle. Now here you have to keep that thing in your mind, that order of the vertices should be correct. So AB, here I can write AC, then BD, here I can write CD. So AD is equal to AD, yes, isn't it? AB is equal to AC, BD is equal to CD. So, and this is by side. See, that's why I told you that we should know all the criteria, because we never know that by which particular criteria it is possible to prove the triangles are congruent. So according to book, this SSS at the third exercise, but we saw all the theorems all together so that we can use any criteria in any question, because in the question paper you won't get the questions according to the exercise, that this particular question is from this exercise and so on. Okay, so you should be ready with all the criteria of congruency. So here we can say these two triangles are congruent by SSS. Therefore we can say angle B is equal to angle C by CPCT. Hence proof. Okay, so this is the proof. Note it down. So this is the proof of this theorem. That is absolutely correct. But now my question is that, see, here I draw a median to prove these two triangles congruent. If I say that instead of drawing median, if I draw altitude, that means I say AD is perpendicular to BC, then is it possible to prove triangles are congruent? And in case if it is possible to prove the triangles are congruent, definitely we can say angle B equal to angle C. So let us see, if we draw altitude, then what will happen? That means here I am going to discuss the proof of the same theorem with another method. Okay, with another method. First I proved it by drawing median, now I am trying to prove it by drawing altitude. So given remains same in triangle ABC, AB equal to AC, proof is the same. Now construction, draw in this place of median, what I will draw, what write, draw altitude AD from vertex A. Okay, now altitude means a line or line segment or ray which is perpendicular on the BC over here. That means this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree. So here I can write that is angle ADB, that is angle ADB is equal to angle ADC is equal to 90 degree. Now check whether it is possible to prove congruent or not. See again in these triangles. Now what we have to try to prove these two triangles congruent. Okay, so AB equal to AC, yes, we can use this as given. BD equal to DC, no, this time it is not given. Okay, so see, in the last lecture we saw the criteria, that is RHS. Now whenever you find a right angle triangle, then the first thing that should come in your mind, is it possible to prove the triangles are congruent by RHS? So here we have right angle in these two triangles. So we have R. Among these R and H and S we have right angle. Yes, we have hypotenuse. You should know that hypotenuse is the side opposite to the right angle. So here right angle is there, here hypotenuse is there. Now we need one more side. If it is possible to get one more side equal in these two triangles, we can say the triangles are congruent. Right angle is there, hypotenuse is there, yes, this AD is common, this side is also there. So definitely these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Okay, so let us see. Now as I am going to use the RHS criteria, I do write these parts of these two triangles in that order only. So here in triangle ABD and ACD, first I do write angle ADB. Angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. ADC is equal to 90 degree. Reason? By construction. Okay, by construction. Right angle. Now hypotenuse, that is AB, is equal to AC. That is given. That is given. And AD is equal to AD. That is common. So triangles are congruent. Therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by RHS. So by CPCT I can say angle B equal to angle C. So for the same theorem we have one more proof, another proof. Okay, so note it down. Okay, now if I say instead of altitude, if I draw the angle bisector, if I draw the angle bisector of angle A, is it possible to prove that triangles are congruent? Okay, this I am going to explain you in short. Detail you have to do by your own. Okay, let us say AD is the angle bisector, or here at the place of construction, here I write draw angle bisector AD from vertex A. So this gives me angle 1 is equal to angle 2, isn't it? Because AD is the angle bisector, it will bisect the angle at two equal parts. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now in these two triangles we have this AB equal to AC, we have AD common, and angle 1 equal to angle 2. So we can say triangles will be congruent by side, angle, side, and hence we can say triangles are congruent. So angle B equal to angle C. Okay, so let me do it for you. Draw, I am changing over, draw angle bisector. Draw bisector of angle BAC. Draw, I will write draw AD, comma, bisector of angle BAC that is angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Okay, draw AD bisector of angle BAC, that is angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now again I will come to this. Now over here actually I am using side angle side, so I do write in that manner only. So first is side, that is AB equal to AC. Okay, AB is equal to AC. Reason it is given. Okay, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by construction. Okay, and AD is equal to AD, that is common. So triangles are congruent by side angle side. So angles are equal. See, in the same question, in the same theorem, we use three different criteria. When I draw median, I use side, side, side. Then when I draw altitude, I used RHS. And here when I draw angle bisector, I use SAS, side angle side. So that's why I'm again insisting that you should be ready with all the congruency criteria before you start the exercise. Okay, so please note it down. Then we'll come to the next theorem, which is converse of this. See, converse is that sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Just we have to interchange these two words. So first note it down, this one. Okay, now we'll see the next one. Which is its converse. That means angle opposite to equal sides, side opposite to equal angles are equal. Over there again we'll check whether it is possible to prove that thing with by constructing median, altitude and angle bisector. So theorem number 6, I am changing here only. Theorem 6 is sides opposite to equal angles are equal of a triangle. That is compulsory in a triangle. We are talking about a triangle only. So let us see, we have a triangle in which it is given two sides are equal. Okay, so we have given AB in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC it is given angle B equal to angle C. To prove AB equal to AC. Okay, sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So let us see. Okay, it is given angle B is equal to angle C, and we have to prove AB equal to AC. So suppose if I draw median for a while, let us start from altitude. Suppose I draw an altitude, so this will be 90 degree. Okay, so now can we say these two triangles are congruent? See, angle B equal to angle C given, this equal to 90 and one side AD is common, so triangles will be congruent by angle side, isn't it? So construction, draw altitude AD from vertex A, that is angle ADB is equal to angle ADC is equal to 90 degree. Okay, now we'll see its proof. It's very easy, but this is the first one I am giving you. Remaining two you have to do by your own, that how to prove this by drawing bisector and how to do this by drawing median. So in triangle ADB, in triangle ADB and ADC, in triangle ADB and triangle ADC, okay, here this angle is given, this angle is 90 degree and side, that means I am going to apply the angle side. So I do write the parts in that way. Angle B equal to angle C, angle ADB is equal to angle ADC, and AD is equal to AD. Why B equal to C? It is given. And why these two are equal? They are equal to 90 degree by construction. Why AD equal to AD? That is common. Therefore triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC by side angle, no, by angle side. Therefore I can say AB is equal to AC by CPCT, that is congruent of corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So I hope you are getting the things, that how to prove the triangles congruent, how to approach to prove the triangles congruent, and then to write the name of the triangles, then to write the parts of the triangle, and after proving the concept, that is congruent parts of corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So note it down. Okay, so now remaining two for your homework, that means how to prove the same thing if you draw a median and if you draw a angle bisector. Okay, now theorems are almost over. If any other theorem will come across, we'll prove, we'll see its proof at that time only. Okay, now we'll see some questions. We'll start actually our questions. So okay, so let us start solving questions. So here is the very first question. In quadrilateral ACBD, in quadrilateral, question is, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC equal to AD, AC is equal to AD, and AB bisects angle A, and AB bisects angle A, and AB bisects angle A. Show that triangle ABC, show that triangle ABC, show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay, so this is the question taken from your textbook only, page 390, example 3. Okay, here I am writing the location, that is page 390 example 3. This is from the latest latest edition of Prachi textbook. Okay, so don't call me to ask, give page numbers of the old book. You will get the PDF for this in your WhatsApp number, so that you can refer directly. This is page 390, example number 3. Quadrilateral ACBD, AC equal to BD. Diagram is given, so this is something like it's a diagram. Quadrilateral ACBD. It is given AC is equal to AD. Now here AC and AD are not look like equal, so try to draw a diagram in such a way at least they are closer, whatever is the condition. ACBD. Here it is given AC equal to AD, and it is also given AB bisects angle A. You have to show these two triangles are congruent. So let us see. Here I will start with the given condition. Given in the figure or in quadrilateral ACBD, sorry, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC is equal to AD. Is given AC is equal to AD. Also it is given AC equal to AD. AB bisects angle A. That is, I can write angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So what I have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Okay, that you have to prove. Triangle ABC and triangle ABD are congruent. So it's not very much that much difficult. We have to find three parts. See, 1 equal to 2, it is given. AC equal to AD, it is given. And AB we can use as a common side. So we'll see its proof. In triangle ABC and triangle ABD I can write AC is equal to, see, here I am going to use this AC angle 1 and AB. That means I am going to use the criteria side angle side. So I will write the parts in that manner only. AC is equal to, not angle, side AC is equal to AD. Why AC equal to AD? It is given. Then angle 1 equal to 2, that is again I can say given. If you are not writing over here angle 1 equal to 2, then here you have to write as AB bisects angle A. So that's why I do write the informations in the given part only. Now AB is equal to AB, that is common. Therefore I can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD by side angle side. Therefore, yes, that was the thing that we have to prove. ABC is congruent to ABD. Okay, suppose they do ask prove that BC equal to BD. I think there is something in question. Yes, it is written in the question. What can you say about BC and BD? It is a part of the question. What can you say about BC and BD? So we can say BC and BD are equal. Therefore BC is equal to BD. What is the reason? CP/CT, that means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So we can say BC equal to BD. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Question number, example number 4 from your textbook on the same page. That is the next question that I am going to explain over here. Okay, one thing more, the example that I'm explaining over here, that is okay, but the example that I am leaving or not explaining over here is by default for your homework. Okay, although you will get that homework in the homework sheet, but you should understand the example which I am not explaining in the class or in the video lecture, you will get that for your homework. So next question is, it is in the figure, it is given that, next question, that is in the figure it is given that AB equal to CF, that AB is equal to CF, EF equal to BD, EF is equal to BD, and AFE and angle AFE is equal to angle CBD. Angle AFE is equal to angle CBD. Prove that triangle AFE, prove that triangle AFE is congruent to CBD, is congruent to triangle CBD. This is on page number 390, example number 4. So here is the diagram. Okay, it is A, B and ED. Okay, so let us see what we have given. It is given in the figure AB equal to CF. So given in the figure AB is equal to CF, okay, EF equal to BD, angle AFE is equal to angle CBD. What we have to prove? We have to prove triangle AFE is congruent to triangle BD. Okay, that we have to prove. Let us see. Okay, here just I wrote the information. Now I will examine the question, that what is given and what to prove. In the figure it is given AB equal to CF. This portion AB is equal to this portion CF. Also it is given EF equal to BD. This EF is equal to this BD. Okay, and AFE, angle AFE, that means if I say this is angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now if you see the individual triangle, if I see the triangle AFE, here this side not complete but some portion of this side, and angle 1 and angle and this side is given. Now if it is possible that if complete AF is equal to complete CB, then I can apply side angle side, isn't it? So for that what I need AF equal to CB. Now I have already this AB is equal to CF. Now if I add this common portion FB in AB, listen, if I add this FB in AB, what I will get? AF. Similarly, if I add this FB in this FC, what I will get? CB. So I will get one of the side of these two triangles. I will start my proof with that only. Okay, so this is again one thing that we have to understand. See, I prove these two triangles congruent, I need AF equal to CB, which is not actually given in the question. However, some portion of AF and some portion of BC are equal. So as I'm going to use AF equal to CB, so first I will prove that they are. I will show in my proof portion that how they become equal. So I'll start with proof AB is equal to CF. Why AB equal to CF? That is given. Now if I add FB on both sides, FB plus AB is equal to FB plus CF. Now FB plus AB is AB. Now see, here I can say if equals are added with equals, the resultant will be equals. Euclid said this thing, that if we add the equal quantities in equals, the resultant will be equal, or the wholes will be equal. So here I can say AB is equal to CB. Now this I will use to prove actually these two triangles congruent. So now I'll come in the triangle. Now in triangle AFE, now one thing more, as they are saying we have to prove these two triangles congruent, it means definitely they have wrought the correct order of the vertices. Okay, that means definitely AF must be equal to CB. But you can't take that thing from here only. This gives you an idea that to prove the triangles, if it is possible to AF equal to CB, it will be easy to prove. So in triangle AFE and triangle CBD. Now here I am going to use this side, then this angle and this side. That means side, angle, side. So I do write the parts in that order only. AFE. Okay, here actually I wrote incorrect. Here AFB plus AB is AF. AF equal to CB. So AF is equal to CB. So here I will write from 1. I took this from 1. Then angle 1 is equal to angle 2. That I can say given. Or if you want to write complete names, here do write. That is angle 1 is equal to angle 2. AFE. And that last part, that is FE. FE is equal to BD. FE is equal to BD, that is again given. So here we have side, angle, side. So I can say therefore triangle AFE is congruent to triangle CBD by side, angle, side. Hence proof. So please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. Now next is question number 7, example number 7, page number 91. In the given figure, question is, in the given figure, P and Q are 2 points. P and Q are 2 points on the equal sides AB and AC. On the equal sides AB and AC of an isosceles triangle ABC of triangle ABC such that, see here it is given of an isosceles. If it is given equal sides AB and AC, then either I write isosceles because AB equal to A, but obviously it will be isosceles triangle. So these 2 points P and Q are on AB and AC such that AP equal to AQ, such that AP is equal to AQ. Show that, now you have to prove that or show that PC equal to QB. Show that PC is equal to QB. PC is equal to QB. So here its diagram is given. It is given it's an isosceles triangle, that is AB equal to AC. This is the first thing given. Next it is given P and Q are points. So P is point on AB and Q is point on AC. See here diagram is given, but even though the information given in the question is sufficient to draw the diagram, sometimes it happens that you have the diagram in the question, but in exams you won't get that diagram. So be ready to draw the diagram by your own with the help of the given information. For example, here it was sufficient information that P and Q are 2 points on equal sides of AB and AC of triangle ABC such that AP equal to AQ. Show that PC this. Show that PC is equal to BQ. Okay, so let us start with the given. Now one thing more. Even though diagram is given in the question, listen it carefully, even though diagram is given in the question or it is not even given in the question, you have to draw in the solution part. Okay, because your complete solution or your complete explanation is based on the diagram. Some of students say as the diagram is given in the question paper, so we didn't draw it, but it's compulsory, it is necessary to draw the diagram in the answer sheet also, although it is given in the question paper. Now over here it is given, what it is given, P and Q are on the point. So here in triangle ABC, it is given AB equal to AC. First thing is given AB equal to AC. Now also it is given P and Q are on AB and AC such that AP is equal to AQ. That is also given. What you have to prove, PC is equal to BQ. PC is equal to BQ. So this is the first question we can say in which they are not asking to prove the triangles congruent, although they are asking some of the parts of the triangles are equal. So let us see how to prove this. See, the first thing that you have to understand, that to prove these two parts equal, which PC and QB, we need to prove two triangles congruent. In general, in almost all cases, whenever they ask to prove some parts of the triangle are congruent, our first target is to prove those triangles are congruent. When we prove those triangles are congruent, by default with the help of CPCT we can say those parts are also equal. So our target over here is to prove this PC equal to BQ. It means we have to prove those two triangles congruent which contain these two sides. Okay, now here is the first level, that first step, that you have to select those triangles, selection of those two triangles that contains these two sides. So P and QB. So if I select this triangle PCB, okay, because it contains PC, and another one is this is the one selection, one more selection, but first we will see this. Now there is a what should I say, an advice that if you are getting confused, then see here, this is the side PC I am taking and this is the side BQ, and that side contain PC, name of the triangle is PCB, and the side and the triangle that contains side BQ is BCQ. So if you are getting confused in this type of diagram, take these two triangles, draw these two triangles individually. See, the side the triangle PCB contains PC, so I will draw this triangle separately over here just for a while. not for the solution part, just to understand the concept little bit more. So what I took, this PCB taken out from this, and another triangle is BCQ. Okay, another triangle is BCQ. Now if you see these two triangles, now you have to prove these two triangles congruent actually, because unless and until we won't be able to prove these two triangles congruent, we won't be able to prove PC equal to BQ. Now we have to think about that how to prove these two triangles congruent. So for that we'll start with the parts which are given equal. See, it is given AB equal to AC, AB equal to AC. So these two triangle does not contain AB equal to AC, so leave it. Now second, it is given AP equal to AQ. This AP is also not over here, AQ is also not over here. So here I can say this selection of triangle might be incorrect. That means there must be two more triangles that contains these two sides. Here only one thing that I have is this BC. BC is common. Now if you remember the theorems that we saw in the same lecture only, over there we saw if two sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. So here it is given this AB is equal to AC. Okay, for a while if I draw just triangle ABC, I'm not drawing this PC and BQ. Now it is given AB is equal to AC, so I can say this angle is equal to this. Let's say this is angle 1 and let's say this is angle 2. That means this angle 1 is equal to this angle 2. That means this angle 1 is this angle 2. Okay, that means for these two triangles now I have two parts, 1 equal to 2 and BC equal to BC, that is common. Now if see, this is the questions of the first exercise, so that thing should be in your mind at least now, that this is definitely we can solve by side angle side only. Okay, so anyhow you have to prove this PB is equal to this QC, because if we are able to prove these two are equal, then we can say the triangles will be congruent by side angle side, isn't it? So now our target should be in such a way so that we can say that PB equal to QC. Now how to do that? See, it is given this AB is equal to this AC. Also it is given that this AP is equal to AQ. That means this complete part is equal to this complete part. Also this AP equal to AQ. This. So if I subtract this AP and AQ from AB and AC, I will get this PB is equal to QC, isn't it? This complete portion minus this smaller portion is equal to this PB is equal to QC. So we'll get also. So we can say triangles are congruent. Okay, now I will give you its complete proof. Okay, now before I move ahead or I give you its complete proof, there is one more possibility to solve this question. Let us see how to solve that. See, if I select the triangle in this way, ABQ, if I say triangle ABQ, okay, I am taking triangle ABQ because that contains BQ. And second triangle, if I say APC, second triangle if I say APC, okay, they look like the chunks of pizza, but it's not like that. Okay, ABQ and APC. Now over here, see, it is directly given AB equal to AC. Directly given this AP equal to AQ. This AP is equal to AQ. Okay, now what we need, this angle, yes, this is the common angle. So this will take less time. Why? Because over there all parts are given directly. Okay, AB equal to AQ is given directly, AP equal to AQ is given directly, and angle A, which is common, that is given directly. So here by side angle side we can say triangles are congruent. And if I use these two diagrams, then first I have to prove this PB equal to QC. I have to prove that this angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and then I will be able to prove the triangles are congruent. So I am giving you the solution for this. This you have to do by your own. Okay, so I will take triangle ABQ. So proof in triangle ABQ and triangle ACP. Okay, let me see which way is given in your okay, the first method that I explained you is given in your textbook in this example. So I am giving you another way, so that will be easy for you. You have two methods for the same question. In triangle ABQ and triangle AQ and triangle ACP and triangle ACP. AB equal to AC, that is given. Okay, angle 1 is equal to angle 1, common. Okay, in triangle ABQ. Okay, this is the first triangle I'm talking about, ABQ. Okay, and another triangle is this one, ACP. So this angle 1 is in triangle ABU as well as in triangle AC. Angle 1 equal to angle 1, common. And next, BQ is equal to, okay, BQ is not given equal. AQ is equal to AP, that is again given. Okay, therefore triangle ABQ is congruent to triangle ACP by side angle side. Therefore I'll be able to write PC equal to BQ or BQ equal to PC by CP/CT. Hence proof. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, so I hope you understood this topic as well as this solution. And as I told you that there are more than one ways, always, not always, but sometimes we get more than one ways to get the solution of the same question. Things that I want to make you remind once again, that over here you have to check the order of the vertices, whether it is correct or not. See, in the previous question they directly asked that prove that triangles are congruent. As the question says prove that triangles are congruent, but obvious the order will be given correct. But when we do write the triangles, congruent triangle, we have to check whether the order is correct or not. So here let us see AB equal to AC. Okay, now to AB equal to AC, yes, it is given AB equal to AC, it is correct. Then BQ equal to CP. So that is not given, but yes, that we have to prove. So whatever we have to prove, that is also in the correct order, but still if you want believe that whether it is correct or not. So now I will check angle 1, sorry, AQ equal to AP. Yes, AQ equal to AP, that is also given. Although we can say angle 1 equal to 1, that is vertex A is vertex A. In this way we have to prove the triangles congruent. Okay, so Now in next lecture we will see some more questions of the similar type. So when you attend the next lecture, be ready with all the congruency criteria, that is side angle side, then angle side angle, then angle side, then side, then RHS, as well as two theorems that we solved in this lecture, that is in a triangle, if two angles are equal then opposite sides are equal, as well as in a triangle if two sides are equal then opposite angles are equal. Many of you do mistake in this. Suppose this is a triangle ABC and this is a triangle PQR. So sometimes PQS or PQR, if it is given angle A equal to angle B, you conclude that is BC equal to QS, and you say as the angles are equal so opposite sides will be equal. No, it is not correct. So remember that in a triangle, if two angles are equal then opposite sides are equal. Similarly, in a triangle, if two sides are equal then opposite angles are equal. So we are talking about the same triangle, not for the different triangles. So that is all for today. So now we meet in next lecture. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.